Hello and welcome to Patriots Stadium for the first ever Girls Lacrosse Passaic County Championship, the inaugural Passaic County Championship game. I'm Jordan Kessel along with Gabbi Ewing. Now, Gabbi, you can see all the wind is creating havoc here at Patriots Stadium. You can see Gabbi's hair flowing in the wind here, and we even have the press box to block us. So, Gabbi, what role is this wind going to play in the game today?
Well, I think lacrosse is mainly a passing game, so it's definitely going to affect their passing. They're going to go for shorter passes instead of the chancier long ones, so the wind doesn't affect it as much, especially with shooting.
You're right. I mean, the passing's where it's at, where the problems are. The shooting is normally closer, normally harder. The passing, when they're lofting it up, trying to get the right touch on, that's where you're going to come across the issues. And if you're not able to pass it, then it's going to be hard to get into the other team's area and put a good shot on goal. Now, for the Patriots, Bridget Greenwald, main part of this team, hurt. She wasn't warming up. She's in uniform. We don't know if we'll see her play. What kind of an impact does that make for the Patriots?
Well, Bridget Greenwald is definitely a main part of their strength, but, they have a lot of other great players. Emily Spizanti, Swathi Venkatesh, amazing goalie, blocking all the shots in practice. So, overall, I think it's going to have a little bit of effect, but the Patriots are still going to come out on top, hopefully.
Well, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the Patriots to come out on top like always, right?
Exactly.
So that's it here up in the press box, and we'll see you for the start of the game right after this.
Extremely hungry. I mean, everyone should be. It's our main goal, our main focus right now. This is our year. From our freshman year, people have doubted us, saying we weren't going to be that good. So I think that's the main motivation, that this is our last chance to get it done. Yeah, I think with the guys we have coming back and some of the younger players that are going to have to step up, I think we have every chance to win it all. Yes, definitely, without a question. That's our goal, that's our focus, and we believe that we're going to play like that. I think it's going to take, like it did last year, guys, not the big-time guys, but the guys that people don't really know about yet to step up and make plays. I mean, it's time to be a varsity player for some younger kids. So I think it's going to take the seniors leading this team and the younger guys stepping up. I think mainly because of our work ethic, top to bottom, sophomore through senior. I mean, we've been working extremely hard. We know what the goal is. We know that feeling, what it's like to lose, so we're not going back to that. Focus. Last year, I think that was one of our problems, is practice. We weren't focused, games weren't focused. We thought everything would be easy, but so I think we need to focus and stay on task this year and take it one game at a time. Everyone, I think, from starters of last year down to new starters this year, down to our sophomore quarterback, everybody. But we have full confidence in everyone to step up and make plays.
Hello and welcome back to Patriots Stadium. We're getting ready for the start of the game here. As you can see, Wayne Hills has already taken the field, but Depaul's getting ready, doing their little cheers, getting themselves motivated for the upcoming game. The wind, Gabbi, the wind here is pretty bad. I mean, I'm wearing shorts, and this is absolutely murdering my legs right now.
Yeah, same. I'm hoping it won't affect the Wayne Hills game as much as it's affecting us right now, and the bleachers.
Well, I mean, we got the rosters taped down here with about 8 rolls of tape. So you're kind of just hoping they're not going to fly away. And maybe we'll be ready here in a moment for the center draw here for the inaugural Passaic County Girls Lacrosse Championship. And up in the air, Depaul wins the center draw, going into the Wayne Hills area. See a lot more running today, a lot less passing, just because of the wind. See a lot more running around, trying to use more agile players to break through towards the goal. And out the back to Wayne Hills. And as you know, in girls lacrosse, there is no checking as opposed to the boys' games, where full pads are pretty much needed because it gets quite physical. The girls' game, not allowed to hit. All they wear is mouth guards and face guards to protect themselves. See a lot of running up and down the field. Sills, and they miss an opportunity there. But they will retain possession of the ball.
Beautiful progression there by Jordan McCoy. He's very fast.
Jordan is in my TV 1 class as I am in TV4. We do take part in a TV1 class, and she is in that TV1 class. So, good luck for her in this game, because I know on Monday she'll be in the TV room wanting to see all the things we said about her. And Depaul will take possession of the ball, trying to go up the other side of the field. Ground ball picked up by Hills. Oh, nothing called there after there was some contact on the play. And you see the passes are sailing a little bit high because of this wind. Isabel Kale running around trying to figure out something, and the whistle's blown. Waiting to see what the call is. It's kind of hard to tell up here with the wind what they're saying, what they're looking to motion. We see the coach from Sparta there, Jane Barberi. And a goal shot and scored for Wayne Hills as they take the early lead here, less than 3 minutes into the game, or 3 minutes exactly into the game. Hills takes the first lead.
The goal by number 27.
That was a really nice shot. Beautiful low corner shot. Hard for the goalie to see with so many people. Very good defensive attempt by the other school. But overall, really good nice play right off of a foul. So probably the other school was not paying attention as diligently as they were.
And the center draw. Nice play by Sparta there. Able to control it and force it down in the Wayne Hills end. But a turnover as Hills gets it back. And now they're bringing it back.
Nice
Hitting
pass.
each other with some passes there. Katie Julius running it up the right side of the field. Settle it down, wait for her teammates to come back. Just trying to figure out something, wait for somebody to move, setting up the offense here.
Not a lot of movement.
No, you can see it's difficult. They're very hesitant to run around and make these passes early in this game because they don't know what the wind's like yet. They're out there for the warm-ups, but it's tough. They only get on one side of the field. Another goal there. And Hills again, 2-0 lead. This could be over early if Hills gets enough here in the first half, as they do play 25-minute halves here, and the officials are coming together to talk about something.
The goal again by number 27, Isabel Kale.
So it looks like the goal will stand. Isabel Kale scores her second goal already in this game. And Hills, if she can keep doing this, they are going to be in great shape because there's nothing Depaul is doing to stop her right now.
Exactly. Less than 5 minutes of the game, and Hills is already up 2-0. I mean, even though they were waiting there for a few minutes trying to figure out what to do, everyone should have been set and for an attempt for the goal. And she just shoved her way through the defense. It got around 2 defenders and the goalie for a beautiful shot.
It's a difficult balance here for an attacker holding the ball, trying to get inside to the middle. Can you run through them? You don't want to create too much contact and give the ball away from your team, but somehow you got to get in the middle. You got to put shots on goal.
Very true.
Some sort of a delay. Still not sure what's going on, but the officials are over talking to someone, trying to figure this out. Not really sure what's going on here. Just trying to wait for some sort of a signal.
I saw one of the referees handing another one a yellow card, but I'm pretty sure they would have handled that on the field unless they're asking for confirmation from the coaches, but I don't really think that's happening.
And now the officials are talking to the coaches. Very early into the game for something like this to be happening.
Honestly, I don't think the players really know what's going on either. They're just waiting in position.
Yeah, they're kind of looking around. They don't really know what's going on. They might be looking to review that last goal. I think it's probably going to stand, but they could be looking to see. They're also, is only half of the net behind the goal up. So shots that do miss the goal completely and don't go off anyone, there's no net there to stop it. So maybe that might have something to do with it. Not really sure what's going on.
With this wind, it's absolutely insane. The other side of the net is being held down by cinder blocks on one end, and obviously we don't have that many cinder blocks on site, so the half the net is just completely gone, like you said, Jordan. They tried to put it back, but it's just not working, so the referees might be having a problem with that. And now the Wayne Hills coach is running out on the field.
This hurts Wayne Hills because they have momentum. They just put 2 goals on early. And this is the point where they had to come out and keep piling it on right away and make it really hard for Depaul to come back morally in this game and be able to fight when they go down 2-0 early, and then even another one probably would have put them away early. Might be some sort of a scoring question here. Interesting what's going on so early in this game.
Other than that, it's a beautiful turnout for such a windy and cold day here at Patriot Stadium.
Well, I don't know if people realize how windy it is down here because, there's no real buildings out and the wind just pretty much goes crazy. I think what the issue was a timing issue. The clock didn't stop at the right time. The scoreboard did read 21:35. It has since been moved to 21:40. So the official timekeepers down on the field had something different than the scoreboard, as the center draw is going to take place after that second goal by Depaul. But that's something interesting. The scoreboard it's a tough thing to have with the person controlling the scoreboard.
And now another foul's being called, so it seems to be either a problem with Depaul's setup right off of the face-off, and they're going to redo it.
Oh, redos. Good old redos.
Let's just start over and everything will be better.
They're just going to throw it up here for them. And Hills takes control. So they're going to start moving it across. Hills a pass across as well. Kale running up the right side of the field. She's going to try to get towards the goal here early. Seems to be a little shoved and loses control of the ball. A little bit of contact there, nothing called. So we play on. As Depaul takes control, is taken down the other side of the field. Oh! Playing tippy toes there with the line and eventually just throws it behind her, but the whistle is blown and Hills will take control.
I really think she didn't realize how far she actually was. That was a good defensive maneuver by Wayne Hills.
Yeah, and you've seen me at the football games talk all the time as this Kale misses an opportunity there. You see me talk all the time about all the lines that are on the field, all the different color lines, and it's tough to realize which one you're actually playing. We talked in football, the 25-yard line is red. So if you're looking for a first down, you have to get to the 25. You're looking for a white line, but it's red. It's maroon. What are you looking for? You don't know what to do.
It must be especially confusing because all the other lines, except the lacrosse lines, are permanent on this field. And lacrosse lines, they just kind of hang on.
And a pass and shot there. Shannon Burns scores the goal, but the whistle is blown. Oh, and it's taken away from Hills. That's a depressing thing. Is good passing and good shooting are put on display by Hills, and it ends up being taken away. The goalie's trying to clear it here.
I believe what just happened there was the goalie put the ball down on top of the net of the cage, and a player has to go and get it from her team.
The captain, Lindsey Garner, there was taking it up the right side for Depaul. Whistle blown. Depaul will maintain possession. And Depaul puts on its first offensive attack for today. Taking away, whistle blown. It's going to stay with Depaul.
So far, both teams seem to be handling this win really well. Just adjusted to making shorter, more defensive passes.
And that's what strategy. That's the type of strategy that comes into it, is being able to control things like that. And that's when the coaching aspect becomes even more significant. Trying to take it away. Depaul gets whistles blown against Depaul. Hills will maintain possession.
Nice high pass there.
Corey Mania taking it up the middle of the field. Lofts it up. Katie Julius. Got a defender right on her, going back and forth, left and right. A lot of stick work there, trying to fake out the defender, but nothing happening. She's on her like white on rice.
That was a great analogy, Jordan. And
I try. I do what I can. And Isabel Kayla, whistle blown. Looked like there was some contact there on her as she was going in to try to score. Puts the shot on. Oh, just misses. Caught a piece of the net. Still setting up its offense. Trying to score here early on.
Wayne Hill's trying to get around the strong DePaul defense.
And some contact there. Looks like it was against Hills. DePaul will take possession going the other way.
DePaul just running through Hills right here.
Yeah, a lot of speed. Looks like a lot of power there with the ball. And you know, it's difficult to run with the lacrosse stick, and even more difficult when you have to cradle the ball. Shot and stop there. So it's cleared out as Hills tries to take it out of its own zone and take a 3-0 lead here on DePaul as we wind down to about 17 and a half minutes in the first.
Beautiful pass.
Isabel Kale finds room, finds the ball in space. She's got two attackers there with no defenders. Good pass, shot, ooh, save by the DePaul goalie. That's a nice play there.
Beautiful play, no one on them, plenty of room to run, and quick pass and received, and the goalie just stopped it.
And Hills could not get there in time after the missed shots, so the ball will go to DePaul here. Another long pass mishandled by DePaul, but Hills wasn't able to take advantage of it. DePaul gets it back, and now they're running down the field. They don't have numbers, but they're still being aggressive. Take it away. Hills gets it back. Hills having trouble right here getting out of their zone. Looking for somebody to pass to, somebody to get it to. Pass up to Katie Julia. She's got 3 defenders around. Looks like there was a little bit of a check with a stick there. She finds her way out of it. Finds a little bit of space. Oh, and the pass is knocked down by DePaul there. So coming back the other way is DePaul. Looking to put its first point on the board here as Wayne Hills leads 2-0.
A lot of mishandling going on both sides of the field right now.
Well, you know, it's hard to control it when you got 2 aggressive teams like this hawking at the ball the whole time. It's hard to be able to control it and get where you want on the field.
I definitely agree, but hopefully Wayne Hills will be able to, just play their game, keep control of the ball, keep their heads in the game, and overall dominate with their control. Again, mishandled, and Wayne Hills takes the ball.
It's Katie Julius again to this side of the field. It seems Hills likes this side of the field, the right side, because it's easier for righties to handle this side than the other one. Katie Julius gets the ball taken away.
Bit of a scruffle. Everyone kind of just jumped for the ball there, and the whistle's call.
Going after whatever they can find.
If someone drops the ball, it's, might as well take the advantage and scoop it up and run with it.
Pass taken away by Hills as they come back the other way. And again, they shift it to the right side. Oh, and a ground ball here. DePaul picks it up. They might have an open player here. And it's out. Hills looks like they were the closest ones there, but DePaul evidently were closer as the referees give it to them.
DePaul looked like they were going strong there. Someone in the middle was open for her, but she just ran out of bounds, then mishandled it, and Wayne Hills tipped it just out of bounds.
Shot missed there by Depaul. As they keep the pressure on Hills in this short span for the past 3 or 4 minutes, all the pressure's been on Hills. So the X has the ball here behind the goal as Depaul's trying to figure something out. Trying to figure out some kind of offense. They haven't had any so far today. Trying to make an adjustment.
Oh,
Good shot there by Depaul as they put their first score together, and Hills' lead is cut in half from 2-1.
that was,
13:58 left in the first half.
that was
The
a
goal by number
beautiful
12,
shot by
Michaela
Depaul. She was just.
House.
The interesting thing about this game is that you can merely just wait. As long as you cradle the ball, wait for someone to get open, and you don't have to constantly worry about someone hitting you or hitting your stick. And so that's just what Depaul did. They just waited, and someone got open, slammed the shot while no one was looking.
You see Michaela Couch is the one who scored that goal for Depaul. And again, it looks like there might be a time issue as they stop the clock, stop play. And these little couple seconds that they're adjusting, they might make a difference, but it hurts the game more to stop it and change everything, because it really just kills the momentum of a team who just scored or just has a huge lead, and it gives the other team a sense that, all right, well, let's regroup and let's get back to it.
Yeah, it could be positive or negative. You got the momentum, you're excited, you want to go again, everyone's pumped up, but then you have to wait for time to be recalled and recounted and things to happen. Very bureaucratic almost. And the other team gets a chance to calm down, like you said, Jordan. And regroup.
Well, this wind is crazy. It's making these bleachers here make some crazy noises. Not really sure what's loose, but something is. I'm a little scared.
Yeah, I really don't want to be up on these bleachers. I'd rather be on the ground, but then our wonderful, wonderful viewers would not be able to hear us.
If I'm going to fall and get hurt, I'd rather... Sorry all those viewers out in TV land, but I'd rather survive.
It is cold.
Yeah, the sun was out for most of the day here, so it was a hot day. But once you get into the shade to try to block yourself from some of the wind, you really feel the cold, and it's only going to get colder for the second half of this Depaul and Wayne Hills doubleheader in the boys game tonight. Once the sun goes down and the lights go on for the 7 o'clock start, the sun's going to be the cold might be an issue.
Yeah. No timing issue, it seems.
Everything stays the same, and they just keep playing. So Anna Provax, the captain, was taking it around, loses it on a pass. She ends up getting it back, maintains it. Depaul running through the middle. Scaglione loses the ball. Ball's on the ground. Somebody's got to pick it up. Who's got it? It's still on the ground.
No one knows what's going on.
And it's out, but it looks like Depaul will maintain possession.
That was just an interesting scramble to scramble kind of play.
It's kind of cool when everybody just goes after it and nobody can pick it up. It's kind of funny.
It is. Everyone's just like, get it, get it, get it.
Then again, you got to give them more credit. There's all these people hawking at the ball, and it's not an easy thing to pick it up and get away from everybody when there's 5 people around you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It gets a little crazy. I think people tend to lose control at that point just a little bit in order to get the ball.
Uh-oh. Ooh, off the post.
Oh, posts are a goalie's best friend.
Oh, bad call there by the officials, looked like. Is he going to give it back to Depaul after Hills got a little bit of a swing after the ball went off the post?
I believe what happened there is that she smacked it out of her stick.
You know, it must be confusing for the goalies because you got these big yellow goalposts and the ball's yellow. So if it ever goes in there, you won't be able to see it. It's all yellow. It's all the same color. You'll lose it.
I've seen a lot of crossballs either white or yellow, but of course those awkward ones that are like blue or pink or something like that. but, you know, I think they'd prefer the yellow, the field players, because Wayne Hill's uniforms are white and the lines are blasting white. So
Shot and scored there for DePaul. That's got to be frustrating for Hills. They thought they had a swing, but DePaul was able to maintain possession.
hopefully there won't be another timing issue like we had the last 2 goals or so.
Scored by number 12, Michaela Couch.
Michaela Couch scores for DePaul to even it at 2. Hills got 2 goals early in this first half, but you know, DePaul seems to have controlled the last 10 or 15 minutes. But there's a lot of goals to be had in this game, and nothing seems to like it's going to be settled in the first half. And the center draw goes up in the air, still scrambling around. Isabel Kale takes it right up the middle. It's like a gazelle. She settles things down.
I don't even know what to say to that, Jordan, quite honestly. Like
And a ground
gazelle.
ball, but a whistle's blown, and Hills will get possession.
But yeah, Wayne Hills uses their speed as an advantage because in this game, that's what it's all about. Speed and passing, right timing and right place.
Unlike boys lacrosse, when it's about the power and the might. Shots scored there. Corey Mania gives Hills back the lead, 3-2. Good shot off the contact there.
Back to what you said earlier, Jordan, how confusing it must be for the goalie with so many people and so much to look after, and the ball is so small. It must just be so much to think about for the goalie and harder to keep track of everything that's going on in front of your cage.
Yeah, it's a troublesome thing for a goalie, and it really takes a lot of skill to be a goalie, some quick reactions. Contact there, DePaul maintain. Daniela Scaglione taking control for DePaul. Is running through, stopping and going, and she's got all kinds of Hills defenders around her. It's knocked down. And Isabel Kale gets it, but she gets pretty much tackled, or at least tries to get tackled from behind. And Hills can bring it down the other way. And again, these bleachers are making crazy noises behind us. Oh!
Just high of Jordan McCoy.
But she gets to it before it goes out. Ooh. The whistle was blown there. Not really sure why. We're going to stop the clock and talk about this. Looks like it was just a mistake there by the official.
Well, you know, it is confusing because the checkers are where the end zone is for football, but the blue lines are for lacrosse, and it's at the very, very edge of the end zone. So I think the referee kind of forgot that for a second.
Well, again, it's not only the players that can get confused by all the lines, but the officials as well. All right, so Hills is going to go at it again. Shot saved there by the DePaul goalie. Nice play. As somebody hit the ground somewhere. The whistle was blown, and it's going to go back to DePaul. Goalie's going to try to clear it out as seems to have the wind on this throw. Oh, she goes sideways. I want to see her launch it.
That would have been really cool, but I think with this wind, it's a little too chancy.
Scaglione loses control of it. And it's still lost control. Nobody has it. Somebody pick it up. Aw.
Kind of
Ooh.
teamwork there.
Straddles the line there. Ball on the ground. But the whistle was blown. It's hard to hear the whistles from up here between the bleachers making these kind of noises and all the fans cheering and the wind in general. Just tearing up any noise that we should be hearing. We can. So we just got to try to go by motions of the players to try to tell what everything is. as Depaul gets set up in their offense here. Tries to get to the middle, nothing really doing. Takes it around the other side.
Tries to use her speed, and hopefully someone will cross-cut and get open in the middle. Just tipped off of Wayne Hills.
Ball's on the ground, but eventually picked back up there. And this is Michaela Couch. She has scored the first 2 goals here for Depaul. And you can see her elusiveness there as it puts another one in the net as a goal for Depaul. She's got 3 so far. Somebody throw on the hats out onto the field.
Something's either going to give in this game or give in these bleachers, Jordan.
And if something gives in the bleachers, that pretty much they'll call the game.
The goal by number 12, Michaela Couch.
I feel like we're back in football season.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
Hearing Mr. Mezzi's voice up while the wind and the cold. Oh,
Full
it brings
production.
back memories.
Oh, good times.
That's another center draw here. Clock's at 7:57 in the first half right now. Thrown up in the air, still on the ground. Whistle must have blown because they stopped going after, and Hills will get possession.
It has to be interesting to see what draws the line for a foul when it's such a little fight basically for the ball on the ground.
Isabel Kale trying to get through all this. Wow, that is a great move there. That is a ridiculous move. They're going to take that goal away and give it to Depaul.
Uncool.
That was a great move there by Isabel Kelly. Get towards the goal, but nothing doing as the whistle was blown before she was able to score.
That's just unfortunate, using such a great move to score a goal basically, and then it's taken away.
That's gotta be mentally draining to know, what do I have to do? I just got through about 6 DePaul defenders and got to the goal. What do I have to do? As it's back up to her. She's got Katie Ulius up in the front. Shot, oh, saved by the DePaul goalie. Ball's on the ground. But eventually scooped up by the goalie. Missed opportunity there for Hills. Katie Ulius was really the only one on that side of the field, and she had her shot. She just couldn't put it where she wanted to.
It's really interesting how the shot is put on her, and then it just bounces out of the net. You know, you can only use the net to block it, not really catch it, per se.
Yeah, I mean, the head of the goalie stick is so big, and it's hard. It kind of works as a trampoline if you're not going to give with it. You kind of got to catch it like you'd be catching an egg with the big net, because there's so much room for it to bounce around. You got to try to control it that way. Taken away by Hills, knocked away. Ground ball here. Somebody got knocked down. Whistle blown, Hills will take control. Neither one of the referees blows the whistle. Seems to be pointing the other way. Not sure what's going on. They're going to give it to DePaul, looks like.
Perhaps? There's so many things going on when there's just a scruffle like that. So different refs at different angles see different things. So it's pretty hard to make the call, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, two people are making two different calls. You gotta find some way to figure it all out. And Hills takes control. 3-3 here as we wind down to about 5 minutes left in the first half.
So far, it's been a pretty back and forth game between Wayne Hills and Paul.
Yeah, nobody's really taking control of anything. You thought early on Hills might, but then DePaul really put on the attack.
The whistle is furiously blown in a yellow card.
Ooh. Yellow card on Emily Barberi. She looks angry. Do not want to go near her.
I think it was for checking or using her stick illegally.
I don't know, but she had an angry face on. I don't like when girls put angry faces on. I normally get hurt.
Especially girls with the cross sticks.
Yeah. Well, cross stick's better than a baseball bat.
Very true.
Oh, good pass. Jordan scores, but looks like a whistle was blown right before there.
Again, right before scoring. That just has to be so annoying to the players. You got all this momentum, you're just in the game, and all of a sudden, boop, whistle, and you don't score.
Oh, missed shot there. Got taken away right as she was trying to score. Depaul eventually takes control of it. Anna Provax. But again on the ground.
No one really knows
Oh, somebody's
what's
got
going
thrown
on.
from behind. How do you not blow a whistle there?
But there's a whistle there. So.
You can see Hills is really upset there.
Fans are yelling at the referees, but
Well, you know you're doing a good job as a referee once fans start yelling at you.
exactly. Little stop and go there. I don't know what that's about.
So an errant pass there as Hills takes control, bringing it the other way.
No one really on her until now.
Whistle blown. And it will be Depaul's control here. Another errant pass. Depaul's trying to go for it all with these real long passes. Yeah, there was definitely some contact there.
I think Depaul's going for a little bit of reverse psychology. They're getting a little cocky with their throws here. Especially because the wind will make the ball either go really high or really low or really long. So they're just hoping to get someone in that vicinity of the pass.
Shot saved there for Depaul. Kim Fisher picks it up, taking it down the side. Watch her feet. Tiptoeing with the sideline there. His ball's still on the ground. And a push there. Tori Capobianco. That is a full name. Capobianco. We'll take it for Depaul. And play resumes.
It's interesting how long they hold these fouls for. No one moves.
Yeah, I mean, the clock really only stops for after goals. And they really kill a lot of time with these fouls.
I guess if you're ahead in the game, that's kind of beneficial.
Yeah, it keeps the game moving in blowouts as well.
Beautiful speed and a nice pass by Wayne Hills there.
Katie Julius controlling. Oh!
Missed opportunity there.
Hills had somebody open in front of the goal, but nobody was able to pick it up. The clock stops with 2 minutes left when the whistle is blown.
There you go, Jordan. She launched it.
That's as close to a launch as we can get. Pass up. Depaul, nobody in front of her. Shot save, Wade Hills. That is a big save there on a real breakaway. Now Hills trying to bring it the other way. We got about a minute left here. Ooh,
Intercepted.
Depaul knocks it away. Up the middle, to the right, a little bit of contact, nothing called. Hills is trying at this point to just have the clock run out while Depaul has the ball. Ground ball there. So Depaul resets its offense with about 35 seconds left here in the first half. Shot and a save for Wayne Hills there.
Swati Venkatesh, really good goalie. Nothing really gets by her unless it's just a giant scramble in front of the goal. It's impossible to catch.
Ooh, tough there, tough clear there. Shot off the post, looked like there. Depaul again, another opportunity off the rebound. Shot save for Hills as we get to 10 seconds left.
My question is, where was the defense on those 3 shots?
Yeah, that was... The whistle's blown. 3 seconds left here.
Kate Frieswick just got basically roughed up by one of Depaul's defense. Couldn't really get past her at all.
And that's it here in the first half, 3-3. The score at the end of it. And it seems like nobody was able to take control. Hills started real well early on, but nothing for the rest of the first half. So that's it for here, the first half, 3-3 at the end of one. We'll be back right after this.
Twins right, I formation. That famous power eye for the Patriots. Could this be the last game of their season? Quinn, play action, rolls out to the right, looks to pass, has protection, airs it out to Omar Menazra. He catches it. It's a touchdown. The Patriots win the game. It's good. The Patriots win. Everyone storms the field.
Welcome back here to the second half for this inaugural Passaic County Girls Lacrosse Championship. That's a mouthful.
Beautiful enunciation there, Jordan.
I do what I can. Nice play by Hills, taken away after Sparta controls the opening draw. But 3-3 after the first half. As you saw, Wayne Hills was able to take control early on, but wasn't able to score after that. Depaul putting up 3 goals, all by Michaela Couch. So you see the teams have switched sides. As Tori Capobianco, I love saying that name, takes it for Depaul, but eventually gives it up. So DePaul setting up their offense here, everybody getting into position. Looks like a lot of running around trying to tire out Hills.
Again, with this crazy wind that seems to have died down a little bit now. No one's trying to make so many crazy passes across the net, anything like that, just like that, because they tend to go high.
Well, I mean, I'm just as cold as I was before, so.
Same.
So Hills takes control, bringing it up the right sideline. As you see now, the action will move away from you when Hills has the ball, as they tend to move along the right side of the field. Cut away there, Anna Provax.
Nice defense by Jordan McCoy there, keeping her, trying to think on her feet and get away from her, but she just can't, no matter how hard she turns or anything.
Well, the key defensively is to make the other team move laterally. You don't want them moving up and down the field. If you can keep all their movements lateral, 1, they're going to tire out. 2, they're not going to be able to score because they can't move forward. And 3, it just gives you a better opportunity for them to make a mistake than if they were moving up and down, because it allows for more people to get involved up and down. As far as laterally, they run out of room because the field is more narrow width-wise.
I totally agree with you. It's the same thing in field hockey. You know, we try to get people to move to the sides because it's definitely less dangerous for someone to be shooting with less of an angle from the side of the field than dead center right in front of the cage.
Exactly.
The goal.
The goal.
The goal, the cage.
It's all the same.
It
You
is.
get a point. Anyway, so.
Yep. Except in basketball, that is a basket.
It's true. So chance here for DePaul. Shot saved. And Hills was closest to it as it went out of bounds. They'll take control here.
Hill's not letting DePaul get any opportunities here to advance since the score is tied at 3-3 now.
And you see, as the players get more comfortable, they think with the win, the passes become longer. Game gets a little more sloppy. Oh, looks like a rolled ankle there. She just kind of turned the wrong way and rolled over her ankle. Nobody was really near. Nobody really forced it.
Nice little turf burn, probably.
Ooh, that'll be oodles of fun tonight. What is the worst? When you get like a turf burn and you go into like the shower, it's like really hot, and you have a burn.
Burns. Oh,
Yeah.
God. It's horrible.
So bad.
You have to watch it,
Oh,
but
nice
you can't.
play there by DePaul. Nice defense. Oh, little contact there.
Trying to swat at her stick a little bit there to make her lose the ball.
But hey, as long as you don't get a card or anything, go for it. Be physical. Be intimidating.
Everything's legal until you get caught.
Yeah, everything's legal until you get caught. Might be immoral, but it's legal. Michaela Couch eventually gives it up. She's the one who has the ball in her hands most of the time. She seems to be the scorer for this Depaul team.
Basically passing it back and forth. No one open, per se.
Ooh, shot and a save there. DePaul's putting some pressure on Hills, but they haven't been able to break through for more than the 3 they've already got.
Both teams trying to diligently, just keep their game, not let any other team get motivated enough to put it in the goal so they don't, get all hyped up and, score more. No one wants the other team to take the advantage to progress.
Yeah, and if you're a player on DePaul, you got to be thinking, oh, man, what do I have to do to score? This is unbelievable. They're just stopping everything. Good defense here by Wayne Hills, not letting DePaul do anything.
Beautiful, a little defensive dancing there with a one-on-one. She could not get around.
And Hills DePaul's had this ball for about 3 minutes. Ooh, shot again. Another miss. DePaul's having trouble with putting these shots on goal. And another thing, Gabbi, we haven't talked about yet is they wear these skirts when they play. So we're cold up here, but we're wearing long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts. I mean, we're not wearing pants, but we're wearing shorts. We are wearing clothes, don't worry.
We're not wearing pants, but
we're wearing shorts. But we're cold. Imagine what they're like down there. I mean, they're moving around, but this wind has to be getting to them a little bit, especially for the players who are sitting on the side who might come into this game. That has to play a huge impact on how they play coming into this game.
Yeah, all the players on the side, fully clothed, sweatshirts, sweatpants, and then their uniforms underneath. So, I mean, at least the players are a little bit warm because they're running around or whatever, but their hands on the lacrosse stick must be freezing at this point.
Yeah, it's not like the boys' game where they wear gloves. It's just their hands there. And if your hands get so cold to where you can't feel the stick, you're in a tough spot because that's the whole game.
Especially when it comes to cradling and control of the ball, you'll just lose your game, lose how you play if you're too cold.
So DePaul has an opportunity here to try to score. Lofts up a shot. Nothing doing again. Another save for Hills.
Play was stopped by Swathi Venkatesh, 0-0. Beautiful player here. Stopped basically all but 3 shots. Even
Kim
what you got.
Fisher eventually giving it up. Ground ball controlled by DePaul. But no, they lose it again. Some major contact there. They get a call against Hills. This one's going to come down to the wire. I mean, it's been a very low-scoring game. So DePaul comes up the middle, putting pressure on the Wayne Hills defense. Trying to get in the middle. Looks for a shot. Goal for Sparta. Good shot there. Emily Barberi putting it in the back of the net to give DePaul its first lead of the day. 4-3 DePaul.
Score by number 17, Emily Barberi.
Now DePaul is they're gonna call a timeout, and DePaul has taken the advantage here, leading by 1 with 17:23 left, and this wind seemed to be affecting both teams. I mean, even though it's 4-3 already, it's just crazy how much the wind's blowing. We're both freezing. The players must be
How
really
good
cold.
would it be to sit in the sun right now?
Or have sweatpants. It was so beautiful. Like, the rain stopped this morning, and it was really warm, and then it's cold.
But I am glad I get to wear my long sleeve shirt I got today. Nice little sweatshirt type of thing. I just showed it off to the viewers. I wish I could. This is It ends up being a pretty nice day despite the wind. Just the only thing is the hearing of the people talking with each other is a little troublesome. But besides that, it's a nice day.
Yeah, not a lot of clouds, nice and sunny, good visual on the field. But, the players seem to be running through the whistle simply because they can't hear it because the wind is so loud and making the bleachers make all these crazy, insane Cloverfield kind of noises. And,
yeah, they're just waiting to see everybody else stop before they do anything. They're just waiting. Once everybody stops, okay, play must be dead. It's a good time to put one of those sneak plays on for Depaul. Depaul just kind of stands there like nothing's going on. They blew the whistle. Hill stops, and then all of a sudden, bam, they start playing again, catch him off guard. It's like the hidden ball trick. It's phenomenal.
That definitely happened once earlier in the game when it was actually a goal score. The play was stopped, and then the play started, and it was just bam in the goal. Everyone was like, "Wait, what?"
And a center draw here. And here we go, back starting. Depaul controls it, but again gets knocked away. It's tough to tell these center draws because everybody's at the same spot at the same time, and they're all just hawking at the ball. So you really got to wait for it to go away to where only there's one or two people in the area.
It's such a dichotomy, it's so one-on-one, so personal when someone's carrying it up the field just like this, but then when the ball gets dropped, there's just a mass of people swarming it. It gets so messy, and no one really knows what's going on except you want the ball.
Some contact there stops play. So Hills tries moving it up the field. Taking it in the middle, trying to put a shot on goal. Shot missed there, but Hills will maintain possession, being the closest one to the ball. Katie Julius put it back into play. Nice stop there by Depaul as they have a 4-3 lead here. Shot, Isabel scores! Isabel Kale ties it up at 4-4. Nice pass and shot there.
It's good to see that Wayne Hills, even though Depaul was winning for a short amount of time, did not lose their motivation, and they've tied it up once again at 4-4 with 16:02 left in the second half of this game.
So, you're 9 minutes into the second half. Each team scored once, and again, nobody taking control. No big adjustments made at halftime because neither team is playing all that badly. They just they haven't been able to put the shots in the goal.
Hopefully Wayne Hills will step it up and just kind of dominate, I'm hoping.
And here's the center draw off of that last goal by Isabel Kale. Tying it up here. And the clock gets stopped here.
Something wrong with the center draw that just occurred. So they're just
and
gonna
they'll
redo
do it again. Yeah. Redos, mulligans. It's great stuff.
Ooh, opportunity missed by Wayne Hills.
Ball still on the ground, eventually picked up by Capo Bianco. Every time she touches the ball, I try to get her name in there. That's awesome. All right, so Hill is trying to stop a potential Depaul attack here. Depaul trying to take a lead. Again, they're just taking their first lead of the game, scoring first here in the second half, making it 4-3. The goal by Isabel Kale just tied it up back at 4.
The interesting thing about this is that it's so intense when they just wait.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows what's going to happen as far as Depaul. Everybody knows where everybody's gone. So Hills takes control coming up the other side.
Again, the right side of the field is really favored by Wayne Hills.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what it's like when you have a lot of righties. So I guess they're all righties. Pass in the middle. Whistle blown. seems to be going towards Hills. Dana Casara here will take it for Hills. Shot saved by Depaul. You know, Gabby, it seems to me by the way the goalies hold the stick when they're waiting for it, seems to me it would make more sense to shoot down to the opposite side that they're holding the stick. Just because it feels like the more you would have to move it, it would be an easier spot to get to score. They just keep shooting it towards the upper half of the goal.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, since it is just basically a rectangle, the goal, it definitely makes sense to shoot towards the feet and bounce it rather than in the air where...
Oh. Sorry there. Yeah,
that was...
some physical play there. Kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, no problem. I kind of stopped in the middle of my sentence anyway.
So another shot for Hills. Shot, goal again. This is Kale. Another one. She's like a machine.
She's like a robot.
So another shot, as we were just talking about, at the ground, at the goalie's feet. Nothing the goalie can really do about that. I mean, you can kick it, but it's really hard.
It's really small ball.
You're really gonna kick it? Get all bruised. It's no fun.
Especially this close to prom. I mean, you can't have bruises.
That's a good point. And another timeout here.
5-4 Hills with the lead with only 13:34 left in the half in this county game. Called a timeout. But back to what we were saying before, I mean, Wayne Hills must have heard our advice to shoot definitely near the goalie's feet.
Well, I do take 100% credit for that, by the way. That last
Exactly.
goal.
So, you know what? You're welcome, Wayne Hills, for our announcing.
This is such a nice field they have out here. It's so nice. I am very happy they were able to put this turf in and have everybody use it. It was not as useful when it was the grass and only the football team used it, and like every team would get one game a year. That was terrible. Now everybody uses it all the time. Gets more use.
Yeah, you know, like we're in New Jersey, like if you just look around, there are trees and mountains around this. Like it feels like there's nothing around when you're on this field.
This is just the game. As you can see, Hills is starting to get excited. Somebody's jumping up and down inside their team meeting over there.
Huddle?
That was kind of funny. But yeah, you're right. There's really nothing around here, really nothing to focus on besides the game.
It's a beautiful feeling. If it was 10 degrees warmer, it'd be even better.
Not even 10 degrees. No wind. Just no wind.
No wind.
I hate the wind. The wind. Stupid wind.
Our evil nemesis of TV.
Just go home.
Go home, wind. Don't even go here.
Depaul is taking forever getting out of this timeout.
Well, they're probably trying to like calm down and get motivated all at the same time. You know, not just go to the game with anger or revenge, kind of, but trying to just calm down, regroup, and get their head back in the game to take back the lead from Wayne Hills, which hopefully they won't do.
Trying to break up the momentum of Hills after they just scored 2 in a row. Trying to break their momentum and turn it back the other way. Hills controls it right away. Dana Casara there taking it all the way to goal. Shot scores! Nice play, taking it all the way down the field.
3 in a row for Wayne Hills. This is a beautiful thing. Now they're leading 6-4-2 on Depaul.
By number 15, Dana
That is a
Casara.
nice job by Dana Casara there, taking it all the way down. First controlling it off the center draw, and then going shredding through the Depaul defense like it didn't exist. And then the shot beating the goalie up to the corner of the net.
It's all about speed and timing this game.
That's probably why I never played it. I have no speed.
Aw, Jordan.
What? At least I'm honest.
That's true.
I don't live in a fantasy world. I know I'm slow.
Don't you have to be kind of fast to play baseball, though, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm not slow, but I'm slow for like. Aww.
That's upsetting.
Depaul comes right back and answers with a goal of its own off the center draw. Michaela Couch, another goal. She seems to be the one that they look to score because I can't keep track if that was her fourth or fifth. Oof.
Michaela Couch.
She just keeps putting it in the net.
I don't think Wayne Hill saw that coming, and that's a really important part of the game, keeping your head in the game. Even if you just scored and now you're 2 up, you gotta play like it's 0-0, even like you're down, just play with the same exact intensity and concentration.
So here we go, ready for the center draw.
Here we go.
Something seems to be wrong. Referees are holding it up.
Just kidding. Here we don't go.
And it's thrown up.
Whoa, collision there.
Scuffle for the ball. Hills takes control, but it looks like it might only be temporarily. And then they break away from the Depaul box.
Oh, beautiful interception.
Yeah. Took that away off what could have been a nice pass. Oh, somebody just got hit in the face. That's not good. She's hurt. That's not good. Oof. That is Michaela Couch. That is Michaela Couch there. Got hit in the head. Oh!
Number 13, Allison Kowalski. Wayne Hills.
Oof. That was completely accidental. The card there might have been a little ridiculous. But it was Michaela Couch, so maybe it'll knock some sense out of her. Just for the rest of the game. So she can't score anymore.
Haha. Self-sacrifice.
Oh, watch. I said something. She's going to go down and score right here. Guaranteed. Departed tries to put some pressure on Hills. Knocked to the ground. Still on the ground. Whistle blown. Going towards Hills.
That's so interesting how Couch was just rocking, basically standing up, and now she's all fine. And
yeah, that's cold milk in the call. You got to do that. You got to milk the refs. It's like the NBA players. They milk the refs. Take the fall. This is Kale again running down. Break through Sparta defense. Or the DePaul defense, sorry. It's real close to the goal, but ends up losing it.
Just couldn't get her stick around the goalie or around the post at all to get the proper shot off.
Whistle blown. It's going to go back out to Hills. Shannon Burns. Shot scores for Hills. That's a big one. That's a big one for Hills. That gives them a 2-goal lead. And that's significant. If they can prevent Sparta from coming back right away, let the game drag on a little bit, they'll break down this DePaul team.
I think before you said Sparta. George.
I keep saying Sparta. I'm not sure why. But I always correct
They're
myself
both
with
green.
DePaul.
You're thinking of football season, perhaps?
No, I'm not even thinking it's football. Football, they're blue. They have no relation whatsoever, but I keep saying Sparta.
Are you going to Sparta later?
No, I have no idea. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm completely embarrassed. Because I said it like 10 times already today. Before I say DePaul, every time I have to think about it.
Because you confused me. I was like, are we playing Sparta? Are we playing DePaul or Sparta? Because there's DePaul people in the stands.
No, I don't know what I'm doing. That's what happens the week of AP tests.
Exactly. Oh, water dripping from the stands. The wind is still relentless.
Hills brings it up. Tries to put pressure on here on DePaul. Brings it down. They're going to set up their offense. Kitty Julius. Passing down low. Trying to bring it into the middle. Nothing doing there. Resets it outside. Ooh, balls to the ground. All right, but they pick it up. They're okay.
It's all right. Recovered.
Isabel lofts it up, which looked like a pass, but went right to the goalie.
Hoping some
Trouble here by the goalie. Just launches it
Oh, Jordan is so happy now.
Oh, but it was in the other direction from the wind.
What do you want from them, Jordan?
Want to shine as far as they can with the wind. Oh. Sparta picks it up. Capo Bianco loses control of the Hills. Pass out here. They're bringing it down the left side. Crosses over. Jensen up top. Corey Mania trying to get a shot off. She just can't find a spot to.
No white jerseys, all amongst like 6 defensive
Shot
players
seen.
on her.
Yeah, she was just running and running and running. Like the Energizer Bunny, it just never stopped. Just circles and circles and circles. Ooh, nice play there.
Again, no real shot for Wayne Hills as Depaul gets it back.
Ooh, spin move there. Gotta love the spin move in this situation.
That was pretty intense.
This Volcano brings whistle blown. And here we go, opportunity for Ismail. She brings it in, shot. Oh, looked like it was off the post. Seen a lot of balls hit the post today. Just unfortunate situations. Pass goes through the middle, nobody able to catch it. Dana Casara looks like the one she was trying to pick it up there. Eventually brought in there by Isabel Kale.
I think on that foul, she ran in screaming at the goalie because I definitely heard someone go "Rah!" as she was running in. So that must have been an interesting little tactic they used.
Little contact there, whistle blown. All right, so Hills brings it out, looking for another opportunity. And the wind is just picked up again.
Hooray!
My legs are cold.
Mine are too.
Mr. Freeze.
And the sun's gonna go down later and it's gonna be cold.
Shot score!
Yeah, beautiful. Wind Hills now leading by 3. 8-5 with 7:44 left.
And you see the DePaul boys team came to watch the game. They're now leaving after the goal by Corey Mania puts them down by 3. So Hills, that one really is demoralizing for DePaul. 2's manageable, 3's a lot to ask, especially since they've only scored 5 goals over the course of this game. With 7:44 left, 3 is a lot to ask, and 4 to win. That was a significant margin.
4 to win if Hills doesn't score another, you know. So Hills probably just picking up the momentum, trying to put this game away as far as they can so they don't have to expend themselves later trying to catch up.
Whistle blown on the center draw there. Hills takes control. They're going to try to pile it on now.
What both teams has to remember here is that there's still 7.5 minutes left in this game, and you know they can't just go crazy now and totally spend all their energy and not have any energy left, because that's when DePaul's going to take the advantage when they're all tired.
Whistle blown. Hills is going to get another opportunity to score here. Alright, so let's see what Isabel Kale can do with an opportunity. Shot, save. Good save by the goalie there, bringing the stick down. And knocking away the shot. DePaul bringing it the other way. Another whistle blown. You can see the players still run after the whistle because they just can't hear it. Because of all the noise that's going on from the bleachers and the wind. It's just tough to hear.
Wind Hill's trying to guide her outside. Less of a danger.
So DePaul here setting up their offense. Bringing it knocked away. Another whistle blown. A lot of whistles here. A lot of use to the whistle. I mean, I wonder if they changed whistles at halftime. I wonder if they
Like
changed
open up
whistles.
a brand new whistle.
Well, yeah, because they blow it so many times. What if it gets like worn down, or if it breaks? Like, they blow that whistle so much. Shot, nothing doing for Depaul.
I don't really think
Oh! Some violence there. No card being pulled out, just the ball towards Hills. So we wind down to about 5.5 minutes left here in the second half. Ooh, lots of spin moves, lots of jukes, trying to get everybody out of the way.
Oh, the scruffle for the ball. No one really
Yeah.
knows where it is, what's going on. Again, trying to break away from the pack.
Whistle blown. Depaul will keep control of the ball here. As they're down 3 goals, as we're now under 5 minutes left here in this inaugural county championship of Passaic County for girls lacrosse. And I lose my breath every time I say that.
I applaud your efforts in saying that phrase.
That's almost as fun as saying Capo Bianco.
If only
Uh.
everyone had fun last names like that.
That'd be a hassle. I like the easy last names. Like Couch. Michaela Couch. I'm glad she scored all the goals, because that's an easy name to say. Shot, goal for Depaul.
Let's see if DePaul can keep this streak with now only 2 behind, 3 to win it if Wayne Hills does not score anything else. Both teams have to keep their head in the game. Still a lot of time between now and the whistle.
Goal there by Sam Busek.
The score by number 33, Sam Busak.
And another center draw here after the goal. 4:21 left, second half. Hills up 8-6 on DePaul. You know why I keep saying Sparta? They're the DePaul Spartans.
They're the DePaul Spartans. Really?
Yeah, huh? That's why.
Why are they the DePaul Spartans if there's a Sparta like near us? That's like being called the Wayne Hills Valleys.
I don't know.
This doesn't make sense at all.
Oh, whoa, so many. Look at all the DePaul defenders.
What's
She
going
just got hit
on?
in the face.
There were
They didn't
8
stop
of them.
playing. Now Hills has numbers. Hills looks like they're setting up their offense now. Pass into the middle to Sarah, bringing it out. Hills is using the clock, doing a good job here with 2 minutes left. Just draining the clock down. 3.5 minutes, up 2 goals.
Hill's using a lot of nice spin moves and looks really pretty keeping possession of the ball, but, not really trying to get anywhere, just trying to keep their lead on DePaul.
Corey Mania going towards the goal, brings it around, killing more clock here. Hills is doing a good job of keeping the clock moving.
Ooh,
Pass
open
to
right in
Corey
the
Mania,
middle.
first shot save by the DePaul goalie. We're now under 3 minutes here in this game. Hills has a 2-goal lead, 8-6. But DePaul's threatening here. Anna Provax bringing it down for DePaul. Pass up.
Uh-oh, no one on her.
Shot save! That's a huge save for Hills. Whoa!
Wayne Hill's someone on the ground. Seems to be walking it off. Her face mask isn't on.
Well, that's important. You don't want to get hit in the face. You gotta protect it. Nothing seemed to be called here, but they're going back at it. Clock is stopped at 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
think she just got a little bit shook up and had to, walk it out and regain herself.
Yeah. Now Hills will bring it down the other end. Side just kind of lofts it up. Ball's on the ground. Eventually they pick it up. The clock is still moving down to 2 minutes 15 seconds. And the wind has picked up in the past minute or so as the intensity has picked up in this game. Depaul threatening again. Daniela Scaglione. Ooh, nice job there with the stick, knocking it away, but a shot. Oh, and they're going to call it a goal. Looked like it just hit the post and stayed up. They're calling it a goal. This is a minute 51 left. Depaul pulls within one score of Wade Hills.
Wade Hills has to keep strong on their games to prevent DePaul from getting anywhere close to them. Because right now DePaul needs 2 to win it and 1 to tie.
And the Wade Hills faithful are starting to get a little bit louder here, yelling for their team.
The score by number 33, Sam Busick.
Sam Busick scored that last goal for DePaul. She's had the last 2 that have taken them from a 3-goal deficit to a 1-goal deficit.
It's weird how some people just come out of the woodwork when the time is needed. Really needed someone to just step up, and she did.
The center draw is real important here. Hills needs to control it if they want to kill the clock. Whistle blown. So DePaul will maintain control. Bringing it down, threatening. Trying to get it knocked away. Whistle blown, clock stops. And a card is brought out here. That looks like it'll be it for Isabel Kale. Seems she was swiping at the stick and the official didn't like it very much.
A minute and 36 seconds. That could be key in this game as DePaul moves it closer and closer to Wayne Hills territory.
Ball's on the ground in their own in Hills' territory. They weren't able to pick it up. Knocked away. Still on the ground. Nobody's able to maintain possession. That's a nice play there coming out of it. Corey Mady able to take it out. Everybody was trying to get to the ball. Nobody could. She's kind of just running around in the middle with it. Eventually clears it up. We're now under a minute here. A minute away from the final of the Passaic County inaugural Girls Lacrosse Championship. Oh! Seemed to be a trip there, but nothing called! DePaul's going to have one last shot at this.
That's just frustrating when something that obvious happens and no call is made on it.
No whistle. She's on the ground. The clock is stopped. Daniela Scaglione's on the ground and she is in pain. She's not getting up so quickly. I don't know if she got the wind knocked out of her, if she hurt her leg. So we're now 30 seconds exactly left here in this game.
She seems to be limping a little bit.
But for these last 30 seconds, you got to give it everything you got. Whistle blown is going to stay with Hills. 23 seconds left.
Hopefully Wayne Hills will just kill the rest of the time that they have to prevent DePaul getting anything more or Wayne Hills getting anything less.
We're trying to clear everybody out of the way here, make sure everybody's the right distance. Hills trying to kill the last 20 seconds of the game here.
DePaul is just swarming any Wayne Hills player that has the
bad
ball.
call. They tried to pass it backwards. It's on the ground. Ground ball, everybody's going for it. Under 10 seconds. Whistle blown.
It's almost comical how many people are swarming around.
The clock's been stopped at 5 seconds. Hills will have the ball. Just throws it up. And that'll do it here.
Wayne Hills moves on to the county championships.
Great job there by Wayne Hills, able to preserve what was a 3-goal lead. Wayne Hills wins 8-7 over the Depaul Spartans. And that's a great job by Hills, by all of their players that played a role today. So congratulations to Wayne Hills as the girls win the first ever Passaic County Girls Lacrosse Championship.
It was a great game by all, but Wayne Hills just seemed to keep their concentration, keep their heads in the game despite these blistering wins. And now it all pays off.
And we'll be right back after this for the post-game show.
Saying we're hungry is an understatement. Putting it at that doesn't really put into terms. Like, we're so dedicated, there's nothing else we want more than to win a state championship again. Let's say at least last year was a heartbreaker. I mean, when you make it all the way there, you just want to end the season on a high note, and we didn't do that last year. All we want is go back there and end with a win this time. Win. Just flat out win every game. Don't even think teams are in it. Don't let them think they compete with us that they can't, and just win every single game without a doubt. 100% we will win every game, win it all. It's going to take just a great team effort. Not one person's going to win every game. You need everyone to step up, make big plays, and when that happens, when things go according to plan, we win every game. You've never seen what we can do. You haven't seen our motivation, our dedication, how bad we really want it, how hungry we are for winning every single game. We just can't slip up like last year. There's no slip-ups, no losing one game during the season. You build up your momentum every single game throughout the entire season. When you get to that last game, the final time, you just leave it all out on the field. Absolutely everybody. It goes on the seniors to lead the team, be responsible, good role models, but then it comes down to juniors, sophomores, anyone who could step up and make a big play, do whatever they possibly can to help the team win. Everyone needs to step up.
Welcome back to the booth up here in Patriot Stadium. Girls lacrosse team winning their first ever county championship, the Passaic County inaugural county championship game for girls lacrosse. For everyone here, Wayne Hills Television, I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Enjoy the evening, enjoy the rest of the school year.